Have you ever wondered if the myths and legends our ancestors told were more than just stories? What if the creatures we think of as fantasy actually walked the earth long ago? From terrifying beasts that guarded treasures to majestic beings that inspired fear and awe, many myths may have roots in real encounters. Today, we're diving deep into 7 forgotten mythical creatures that just might have been real. Stick around until the end, because the last one could change the way you see history forever. 1. The basilisk, the king of serpents. The basilisk was said to be the most feared serpent in European folklore, so deadly that even its breath could kill. Legends describe it as a snake or lizard with a crown-shaped crest, symbolizing its title as the king of serpents. Some accounts even claimed that one glance from the basilisk could turn a person to stone. But could such a creature have really existed? Many historians link the myth to exaggerated encounters with cobras, whose venom is indeed deadly, and whose hood might have inspired the image of a crown. Early travelers likely told terrifying tales of these snakes, and over generations, they evolved into the myth of the basilisk. 2. The roc, the giant bird of the skies. The roc, a massive bird from Middle Eastern mythology, was said to be so large it could carry away elephants in its talons. Sailors in the Indian Ocean feared this bird, claiming it nested on remote islands. Some experts believe the roc could have been inspired by the now extinct elephant bird of Madagascar, a giant flightless bird that stood over 10 feet tall and laid enormous eggs. Imagine being a sailor centuries ago, stumbling upon one of those eggs. You'd swear a sky-dwelling monster had laid it. 3. The Charybdis, the monster whirlpool. In Greek mythology, Charybdis was a sea monster that created massive whirlpools capable of swallowing entire ships. Sailors navigating the narrow straits near Sicily dreaded this terrifying creature. While not a monster in the traditional sense, real whirlpools and unpredictable ocean currents may have inspired the legend. For sailors with limited knowledge of natural phenomena, these swirling waters must have seemed alive, hungry even. The myth of Charybdis gave a face to one of nature's deadliest forces. 4. The Nuckelavee, the skinless horse demon. Originating from Scottish folklore, the Nuckelavee is one of the most horrifying creatures ever described. It's said to resemble a horse with a human rider fused to its back, but neither had skin. Instead, raw muscle and veins pulsed across its body. The stench of rotting flesh followed wherever it went, and it spread disease to crops and people alike. Some scholars think the Nuckelavee was a myth born from the plagues and harsh conditions of medieval Scotland. People needed a way to explain disease and famine, so they created a monster that embodied their fears. 5. The Thunderbird, a storm in the skies. According to Native American legends, the Thunderbird was a gigantic bird whose wings created thunder when they flapped, and lightning shot from its eyes. Tribes across North America told stories of this powerful spirit being. But was it only a myth? Fossil evidence of enormous prehistoric birds, like the Argentavis, which had a wingspan of over 20 feet, suggests that ancient people may have actually seen such creatures or discovered their bones. The Thunderbird may be a cultural memory of these ancient giants. 6. The Kappa, the river trickster of Japan. The Kappa is a strange, frog-like creature from Japanese folklore that lurked in rivers and ponds. Described as child-sized, with green skin, webbed hands, and a dish-like depression on its head that held water, the Kappa was both mischievous and dangerous. It was said to drown people, or animals, yet it also valued politeness. Bow to it, and it would bow back, spilling the water from its head and losing its power. Many researchers believe the myth may have been warnings to children about the dangers of playing near rivers. However, some think it could also stem from sightings of strange aquatic animals, like monkeys with skin diseases, or even giant salamanders. 7. The Manticore, the beast with 3 faces. The Manticore comes from Persian mythology and is one of the most bizarre creatures ever described. It had the body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the face of a human. It was said to devour people whole, leaving no trace behind. Some scholars suggest the Manticore was inspired by encounters with tigers in India, exaggerated through the lens of fear and imagination. The human-like face may have been a symbolic way to make the beast more terrifying. A predator that wasn't just an animal, but something disturbingly human. From serpents that could kill with a glance to birds that ruled the skies, these creatures remind us that myths aren't just fantasy. They're windows into how ancient people understood their world. Whether inspired by real animals, natural disasters, or human fears, these legends carry truths that science is only now beginning to uncover. So, which of these mythical creatures do you think had the best chance of being real? The basilisk? The roc? Or maybe the terrifying Knuckleavee? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through myth and mystery, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss our next deep dive into the unknown.